What's going on? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel, The Life Force. So today I want to talk about having a low body count, missing out, the fear of missing out. I think that's something that bothers a good portion of men these days because we live in such a sexualized society. You know, sexuality is being heightened. You know, everywhere you go, it's sexuality. You know, and as men, you may not be getting as much sex as you think you should be getting, or maybe you didn't have much fun as you saw other guys, the Chads, the Tyrones, or whoever having sex, getting the girls, having girlfriends, and you kind of feel left out. You feel like you're missing out. So, what is the reason? There's a couple of things that seem to put this on the steroids, put the sexuality on steroids, and what's making us feel this way, because it seems like it's getting worse and worse. And number one, I'm going to say females are being misled, thinking that they can have sexual partners is like a man can, thinking that they can have a high body count, not understanding their biological system, not understanding their timing as a female. You know, women are much valuable in their younger years, and they can really ruin themselves when they are having a high body count. You know, and it's not like men, and I'm not saying that men should either, but we can handle that. But women think they can move like a man and have a lot of sexual partners, and they're doing major damage to themselves. Number two, I would say social media. You know, women's DMs are full of guys, full of beta male orbiters, full of guys that's trying to get her attention. You know, and women, they're not short on sexual partners. That's one thing a woman has no problem with, is having sex with somebody. You know, we have the very vulgar social media content. It's getting to a point where I'm starting to just delete my Instagram, because it's like every time I get on Instagram, it's like a butt or a breast or something just pops up in your face, even if you're not following that person. And it's forcing us to constantly think about sex, constantly be in a carnal state of mind, constantly just be on this low vibrational thing, and constantly objectify women, even though they don't want to be objectified. So it's constantly pushing the sex. And they say men think about sex every 7 seconds or something like that. You know, and they constantly throw this in our face. And so we're constantly feeling like we're missing out. And it's really a mirage, especially for the average guys. A lot of these girls want to chase after guys that supposedly make 6 figures. And that's going to go into the economic pressure, especially for women, because, you know, women don't want to be helpmates. They don't want to be submissive. They don't want to be housewives. They want to go out and work, you know, and some women are going to go out, they're going to get jobs in corporate, but there's still going to be a big portion of women that's not going to be able to make money on that type of job route. So women are going to, as you see in society, they're using their bodies to get attention. They're chasing after guys that make a lot of money. What they're really doing is wiping out 80% of the guys that they could be with, because they're under a delusion that everybody's a millionaire, when in reality it's not really like that. So they are missing out, and they're prostituting themselves towards guys that they think have most of the money. So you're going to see those guys, you know, getting a lot of sex or whatever, and you're going to see the whole cycle and feel left out. You know, it can make you think that the grass is greener, and you may not be understanding what you're missing. Some of these women are really doing you a favor, because, you know, when girls are having a lot of sex, they're getting a lot of guys in, and it's making them very emotional, very confusing, and getting a lot of demons. And that's what we talk about a lot on these type of channels, is how girls are full of demons. It's because so much sex. Even the guys that's trying to get a high body count, they are tainting a lot of women. But I'm gonna get to that later. And honestly, when I look at everything, and I understand that people love sex, people want to have sex, but I honestly don't see the happiness. You know, I don't see the satisfaction of trying to bang as many chicks, or chicks banging all these dudes. It's really not a lot of happiness, honestly. You know, what I see is girls that have to wear makeup. They have to change their appearance. They have to change their, you know, they put on these yoga pants, and it changes the shape of their body, and it makes us get catfished. And the girls, they really are deep down, they know this is not who they are. I see women that have to lie about their body count. You know, they have to lie about their body count because they know that it's a shame. You know, I see depressed people that's regretting the decisions that they made, because you can't take all those guys back. Even with us men, we can't take back those women that we dealt with, especially if they get emotionally tied to us and we're trying to move on. So we have to be careful about that as well. And remember, when you die, nobody's going to care about your stroke game. Nobody's going to care about how many girls you laid down with, how many bodies that you had on you. People are going to remember what you did in this life. People are going to remember the differences that you made in the world, not your sex game. This is going to create a sense of desperation, trying to chase women just to have sex. And we talk about it. You cannot chase women and chase success and chase money at the same time. You're going to have to put that to the side. Just like with the semen retention, it's like a strict program where we just focus on ourselves and not releasing. So you have to put the girls to the side in order for you to become a better person. You also have to understand the girl that you are with, the girl that you're trying to have sex with. You have to understand who this person is. What are their intentions? Are they going to change their mind on you down the road? Those type of things. What are your intentions? Is this just a fling, or is this a relationship in her eyes? Because, it's easy for us guys to just walk away after the sex. But women, they can get emotionally tied. You can really run into some problems with women where you just want to go bang around and then just move on to the next woman. Remember, we're not porn stars. We don't live in that world. Outside of that world, like they have sex and move on under a contract. Everybody's getting paid or whatever, how porn goes. But outside of that, you have consequences. You have consequences. So you have to really think and have forethought. And it's hard to think when you're under that lust, when you're constantly thinking about sex. You have to have clarity before the post-nut clarity. You shouldn't get smart and wise after the sex. It's enough content online so that you would understand the things that you're getting into. So it's going to help you have clarity before you even get into that situation. We can't be just releasing our semen and allowing this world, this society, to constantly have us releasing our semen, taking control of our bodies. We got to have the self-discipline, and we can't let outside influences force us to break down our barriers, break down our walls, our self-discipline, and have us just constantly releasing, constantly submitting ourselves to Jezebels that's on Instagram, that's walking past us every day. We have to be smart and understand that in order to become the best version of yourself, you have to have some type of control over that. And we have to understand that our life force is very important over all things, because once you get to that level of person that you would like to be in the future, you can have those experiences. You can get the girlfriends, you can get that, but you have to, and best of all, you can attract a virtuous woman, just being a better version of yourself. Because the only thing that's out here within this world of just constantly having sex, you're going to meet a lot of Jezebels. You're going to meet a lot of energy vampires and narcissistic women that can really drain your energy, drain your money, and you get no benefit from it. And you find yourself subject and weak under a woman. Keep your manhood and don't allow yourself to constantly be broken down by lust and being in that carnal state of mind. When maybe you didn't have those experiences when you were young, you didn't get a lot of girlfriends. You don't just get older, you get better. Our life is more like a peak. It's not like you just constantly getting old. You kind of hit a peak in life. So you still progressing as a person. As you get older, you get wiser, you get stronger, you get better, you get more respect. As I went into my 30s, people start saying yes, sir, to me more. I'll be talking to people and they'd be like, yes, sir. And it kind of threw me off, So I was just growing into being a grown man, and people were respecting me. People were starting to respect me. So that's a benefit that you can be having as you get older. You're going to start gaining more attraction, gaining more respect, gaining and attracting more people with your overall wisdom, and it's going to build a strong character within you. Understand this, you're dodging bullets, because it's a lot of negativity that can be going on when you're constantly trying to have sex and have all these experiences. You can be avoiding diseases. Some of these girls are doing you favors when they don't pick you, when they choose not to be around you, because you don't want those problems. Some of these girls are dealing with so many guys, and you can find yourself in conflicts with the guys that these girls are dealing with, because these beta males that orbit around them are emotional guys, you know, they're most likely guys that's not on their purpose. And they think that being around a female or impressing some female is going to validate them and make them a better man. So you don't want to be dealing with these type of people in general. You also don't want to be making these women mad if you're just trying to smash and dash and pump and dump and leave, because these girls catch you while you sleep, cut your Johnson off. You know, these people, leave these women alone, you know, keep retaining, and you can attract better things within your life, and understand that you're dodging bullets and you're not missing out. Now, last thing I'm going to say is that this subject can be seen from many angles. So this is just going to be a part one of this, and I'm going to come back hitting this topic from different angles. So hit me up in the comment section. Tell me what you think about the video.